Do you actually know what your dog is thinking when you reach down to pet them for the 10th time today? You see them lying on the rug, looking adorable, and your instinct is to walk over, scoop them up, or start scratching behind their ears. Feels like love to you. It feels like you're being a good owner. But behind those big, soulful eyes, there is something your dog might be quietly craving that has nothing to do with being touched, talked to, or given a treat. In fact, if you're always asking something of your dog, even if that something is just a cuddle, you might unknowingly be pushing them away. Most owners believe that bonding is an active process. We think we have to do something to make our dogs love us. But what if the most powerful thing you could do for your dog today was absolutely nothing? Today we're exploring the do-nothing method of building a bond, a concept animal behaviorists call parallel presence. We're going to look at why constant attention can actually trigger a stress response, the science of the safe base, and how making yourself small can unlock a level of trust you've never experienced before. If you keep missing this one silent rule, you might never experience the deepest level of connection your dog is ready to give you. 1. The invisible language of space. Have you ever noticed your dog move to the same room as you, but then sit 3 feet away? They aren't touching you. They aren't asking for a ball. They're just there. Most people see this and think their dog is being distant or moody. But in the animal world, that space between you isn't distance. That space is an invitation. In the sources, we talk about how cats use parallel presence as a love language. Dogs are no different. When your dog chooses to exist in your orbit without demanding interaction, they are performing one of the strongest social rituals in their vocabulary. They are saying, "I trust you enough to let my guard down without needing to monitor you." Think about how you interact with your closest friends. You don't spend every second hugging or talking. Sometimes, the most intimate moments are just sitting in the same room, scrolling your phones or reading, in total, comfortable silence. That is intimacy. When you constantly interrupt your dog's peace to pet them, you are breaking that silence. You are turning a moment of mutual rest into a moment of social work. By learning to do nothing, you are telling your dog, "I don't need anything from you. I just like being here with you." 2. The science of the safe base. Why does your presence matter so much if you aren't actually doing anything? It comes down to a 2019 study from Oregon State University, a study that changed how we see the bond between pets and humans. The researchers found that dogs and cats form a secure attachment with their owners that mirrors the bond between a human infant and their mother. In this relationship, the owner acts as a safe base. When you are in the room, even if you're just working on your laptop, your dog's security software can finally go into sleep mode. Your presence provides an invisible layer of safety. They know that if something goes wrong, you are the watcher. You are the leader. But here's the part most people miss. For your dog to truly feel that safety, they need to know your energy is predictable. When you are doing nothing, your energy is stable. You aren't reaching, you aren't shouting, and you aren't moving unpredictably. You become a constant, calming landmark in their world. This allows their nervous system to regulate. They aren't just resting. They are emotionally recharging because you've made the environment safe enough for them to do so. Before we jump into how to actually practice the do-nothing method, if you're starting to realize that your dog's distance is actually a sign of trust, hit that like button and subscribe. We're on a mission to help you understand the silent signals your dog is sending you every day so you can love them the way they actually need. 3. The danger of overstimulation. We've all been there. You're petting your dog, they're wagging their tail, and then, out of nowhere, they growl, snap, or just get up and walk away. You're left wondering, what did I do wrong? What you did was cross the sensory threshold. In the sources, we call this petting-induced overstimulation. Dogs have skin loaded with nerve endings. What starts as a pleasant scratch can quickly turn into a sensation that feels like static or even physical irritation. The do-nothing method is the cure for this. By choosing not to touch, you are giving your dog's nervous system a break. You are respecting their physical autonomy. Think about the 3-second rule we use for greetings. You pet for 3 seconds, then stop and wait. If the dog nudges you, they want more. If they stay still or walk away, they're finished. Parallel presence is the ultimate version of this rule. It's a 24/7 signal to your dog that says, your body belongs to you. When a dog knows you won't grab them or pick them up whenever you feel like it, they actually start to seek you out more. They move closer because the fear of being trapped or overwhelmed is gone. You've replaced forced affection with chosen connection. 4. How to practice parallel presence. So, how do you actually do this? It sounds simple, but for most helicopter pet owners, it's the hardest training you'll ever do. Step 1. Lower your level. As we discussed in our sources, humans are giants to their pets. We tower over them, and even our love comes from a place of height. Tomorrow try just sitting on the floor. Don't call their name. Don't offer a treat. Just sit there and read a book or scroll your phone. You are making yourself small enough to meet them in their world. Step 2. The no agenda walk. Take your dog on a safari, where you don't give a single command. Don't ask them to heel or sit every 2 minutes. Just follow them. Be a silent partner in their exploration. Step 3. Environmental narration. If you must talk, use the dog voice, that soft, slightly higher-pitched tone that signals safety. But don't talk at them, just narrate your day. I'm just making some tea now, it's a quiet afternoon. This builds a vocal identity of calmness. When you do this, something quiet will happen. Your dog might glance over, then slowly move closer. They might rest their head on your foot or just sigh and fall into a deep, twitching REM sleep. This is the purest form of trust a dog can offer. Not because you fed them, but because you made it safe for them to just be. 5. The emotional payoff, being chosen. In the sources, we talk about the difference between a pet that tolerates you and a pet that melts into you. When you use the do-nothing method, you are moving your relationship from obligation to preference. Your dog doesn't have to be near you, they choose to be. And in the world of animals, being chosen is the highest form of love there is. By providing parallel presence, you are mimicking the social structure of a healthy colony or pack. You are showing them that you are a stable, high-status leader who doesn't need to beg for attention. You are the CEO in the chair. This method is especially powerful for rescue dogs or dogs with anxiety. For them, a reaching hand is often a threat. But a human who sits quietly and does nothing is a mystery they want to solve. You are giving them the gift of time. You are letting the bond rewire itself from the ground up. Conclusion: the power of your presence. The next time you see your dog resting across the room, don't feel like you're failing them by not interacting. Don't feel like you need to entertain them every waking second. Instead, just sit down, be still. Understand that your silence is a language, your stillness is a gift, and your presence without any demands is the only thing your dog truly needs to know they are home. Your dog doesn't want an owner who is a constant source of noise and motion. They want a partner in the peace. If this video changed the way you're going to spend your evening with your dog, tell me in the comments. Does your dog have a favorite parallel spot near you? And if you want to learn more about the silent ways your dog is trying to apologize or connect, check out our video on dog body language right here. Because to your dog, you aren't just a provider. You are their safe base. You are their world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.